Hi guys, and I'm back with my first actual review of 2018. This is of the Hornby 72Xx. As you can see, it's quite a big tank engine. It's a 282 tank engine, and this is in BR black, and I believe it's the late crest. I believe I could be wrong. So yeah, let's go on with the review. Here is some model information. In 2012, Hornby released a model of the 7200 class in both original Great Western Green and BR Black. So as we move on to the front of the loco, it has separately applied really thin handrails around the smoke box and along the boiler to the tanks. It has support beams for the boiler too there. It has a fitted light at the front. It has half a coupling, the other half is missing. It has metal buffers, but not sprung, which is a good thing. It also has little lamp irons, as well as the one that's fitted. And it has a shed code, which I believe is readable. It is a 83C. As we move on to the side of the loco, there's not really much to look at because it's all black and moulded by the looks of it. But there is a separately applied handrail going from the safety valves downwards, I believe. We have the printed BR crest or emblem. We have on the tanks, on the bunker, we have a red, which I believe is for the axle load, and we have the number of the loco as well. And we have two I think the metal whistles. So as we move on to the back of the bunker, it has a red buffer beam with metal buffers again. It has a hook as well as the front does as well. It also has handrails going up the side here and along the top there. On both sides it has real coal. It has glazing windows with bars by the looks of it. And there's a hole in the middle which I believe is for the coal, I don't know, which you can see the cab through as well. The GWR 7200 class. The Great Western Railway 7200 class is a class of 282T steam locomotives that were the only 282Ts to be built in Britain and the largest tank engine to run on the Great Western Railway. Originally, the 4200 class and 5205 class 280Ts were introduced for short haulage of Welsh coal traffic, but the stock market crash of 1929 saw coal traffic dramatically fall. Built for the purpose for short runs of heavy trains in the South Wales coalfields, Charles Collick took the agreed decision to rebuild some of them with extended coal carriers capacity by adding 4 feet to the frames, requiring additional trailing wheels at the back to make them a 282T. With the work carried out at Swindon Works, the first to be converted was 5275 lot 266, which returned to traffic numbered 7200 in August 1934. An official photo of the prototype was taken on the 27th of June 1934 at the usual site outside A shop for the engine pictures. Number 5276 to 5294 were similarly rebuilt between August and November of 1934, becoming 7201 to 7219, and numbers 7220 to 939 were rebuilt from 5255 to the 74 between August 1935 and February 1936. With both batches, the rebuilds were non-numeral order, but the new numbers were the same as the sequence as the old numbers. Numbers 7240 to 7253 rebuilt on August 1937 to December 1939 were selected at random from the loco numbers in the 42XX series. The final batch of class were later fitted with newly developed coal shuffling bunkers. These bunkers were considered of the highest rivet line, increased the water capacity up to 2,700 gallons, allowing the loco to travel longer in distance. The bunkers were also designed to facilitate the movement of the coal towards the hatch of the cab. However, the shuffle bucket would only carry 5 tons of coal instead of the 6 tons. Number 7200 is the only surviving loco of the class to carry such an unusual bunker. The 54 rebuilds in total without work in most parts of the Great Western System, where their greatest weight of 92 long ton, or although the rebuilt chassis length did get them banned from certain goods yards, many without work in their home countries, deploying iron ore and stone from Banbury. Here is some information on the class. Power type is steam. Designer is Charles Collett Rebuilt. The rebuilders are Swindon Works. The built dates were July 1934 to December 1939, and 54 were built. The wheel configuration, as we know, is a 282T. They are of standard gauge. The fuel type is coal. They have cylinders too, and they are outside. Valve gear is Stevenson, and valve type is piston. They operated under the Great Western and the BR. The class is known as the 7200 class or the 72XX. The power type under Great Western is E. Under BR it's an 8F. Number in class is 30. Axle load is red. They were drawn between 1962 and 65. There is 3 remaining, but they're under restoration, and the rest are scrapped. Here is some information on the loco I just looked at. The BR and the first grouping number are the same. It's 7224. The class code is 7200. Designer is Collett. The wheel configuration, as we know, is a 282T. It was built on the 30th of the 11th, 1935 at Swindon Works, as we know. And its 1948 shed code is 86E, 7 Tunnels Junction. And its last shed code is Newport Ims Junction. It was drawn on the 31st of the 12th, 1962. It was disposed at Hernanbirds in Bridgend. It was cut up on the 31st of the 1st, 1964. So yeah guys, that's it on the tracks. Like I said, it's quite a big loco, and I might have missed a bit of the detail, but it's in black and it's hard to point out. We'll give it some slow speed, then we'll go and find it a running partner, shall we? Just past the 9 o'clock on DC and an old Hornby controller. So yeah guys, that's the end of the review, mini running session as well. Do apologise if some of my camera shots are not the greatest or stable. I'm doing it all by one chair because I still can't get around to do like what I used to do with all the different angles and stuff. So I do apologise about that. Yeah, the 72, in my opinion, for the money I paid, I don't think it's a bad price. I think the guy before me mistreated it because I found a lot of fibres in the pickups, a lot of black hairs and fibres and carpet stuff. But once I cleaned it all out, or most of it out, it runs perfectly fine. I didn't try it on second radius for the simple fact is I don't really want to because I don't think it can do it. But we never know. So yeah, please let me know what you think to it. I understand I missed some of the detail, but I did the best I could. Running with it, well, obviously it was on a slightly military train. 3 toads. This is a trying one. Then we had the Airfix one that you lot helped me get fixed with the coupling there. And then we have another early Hornby one. And then we have the Oxford 6-wheel toad, which we notice is a little bit smaller than the rest. Running partner, believe it or not, was this small Taffrail Loco there by Electrons. Lovely little thing. And it had a mixture of Great Western BR coaches and one of the Railway Children coaches. And in the shed we have Smoky Joe, we have the Railway pannier tank itself, and we have Banbury Castle. So yeah, nice little mix there. So yeah guys, that's it from me. Until next time, it's goodbye from these beauties. It's goodbye from me. Bye.